In Genesis 37, we begin the story of Joseph and his brothers that will take us through the end of Genesis. We've seen the conflicts in Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's families, and see that continued here. I'm glad that this part of Jacob and his sons' lives are shared with us in Genesis. I see that the Lord is indeed slow to anger and filled with unfailing love and faithfulness, as he declares about himself in Exodus 34:6. This gives me hope for my own life. I've seen through Genesis that God is patient and faithful. This was during the Old Covenant, before Jesus had completed his work. Now that we've seen the fulfillment of salvation through Jesus, I have even more confidence that he remains patient and faithful with us. The Lord continues to hold up his side of the covenant with this family, even though they all treat each other poorly. Jacob has been deceitful in the past and is now treating his sons unfairly by showing blatant favoritism to the youngest son. Joseph is arrogant about what the Lord has shared through his dreams. His brothers plot to kill him and sell him into slavery. Reuben, even though he wants to save Joseph, then lies with the rest of his brothers about what happened to Joseph for years. This family that is living in covenant with God is having issues. We're a part of the same family in that covenant with God. Through Jesus Christ, God has offered the blessing he has worked through Jacob's family to us as well. The Lord finishes his work. His power isn't limited by the sin and mistakes we've made. He still fulfills his promise to Jacob's family, even though Joseph is now in Egypt and out of the promised land. Joseph's brothers are even still part of God's plan and are counted in the 12 tribes. During difficult times, good times, and at all times, God is being faithful. Sometimes it takes years to see the evidence of this in our own lives, but the accounts of the Bible continue to point to his faithfulness throughout years and generations. So whether you have sinned or been sinned against, remember today that he is still acting in your life and will not revoke his promises. Through Christ, we have assurance of his care for us.